microphone above his hip. He didn't suffer fools and he never took no lip. And after serial libertarian, then he came and he talked some shit he said.
Hey, what up, guys? How we doing? Hello, hi. Here we go into the starting sequence. Woo! What up, guys? Yeah, hi. How's it going? What up? You're gonna notice me all kinds of broken up. I wore a green shirt. It's a Mr. Bungle shirt. It's nice. I thought maybe we didn't get a show. No, you get a show. You get a show, baby. So tonight I was out doing some speakeasy comedy, and so that's why the show started late. So sorry about the late start. Yeah, I don't know. Facebook banned me, so I haven't been posting anything, so I couldn't even post an update if I wanted to.
Here comes the money.
Money, 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 money. Fuck yeah. How are we doing, guys? Good? All right, let's take a look. I'm sure the fucking world is still fucking burning, right? Let's take a look.
Cover as much as I can. Thank you for the picture, Mike Brody.
I'm not sure if you guys are able to see anything that's going on.
He's around here somewhere.
You notice law enforcement is going through the bags of some of the protesters who came with bags, just examining their whatever they had on them. I hope none of them have any paraphernalia. This is still a non-legal state for the most part as far as marijuana goes. I would hate to see any protesters get additional charges for a completely harmless herb, but it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Like I said, I'm with the media right now. I'm with the press. My crew is gone. They're safe. We don't have to worry about.
See a large knife on the ground that the officer moved out of the bag. I'm not sure what the Minnesota statutes are for legal lethal.
So we're pretty, yeah, we're all down. There's one guy who gets to stand up. I don't know why he's special, but the rest of us are down here. Okay, no, now he's down too. Here are some more people getting arrested.
Yeah. Got it?
Giving you a shot of the drone above me.
Okay, cool.
Assuming it's media drone.
I hope so. Hoping that a media drone above me. Oh, did I answer about the battery? My battery is about 70%. I am charging it right now as I speak. It's plugged into a battery pack.
Is that the Andrew guy right there?
It's getting pretty hot in my backpack, but hopefully.
Yeah, tell the officer it was CBD for sure. Savage G says, how's the burning? It's pretty bad, pretty bad. It's still on fire, I guess.
Real quick.
Randy
try to
says
do
my view was on the chopper angle. That's good. I show up good from a distance, so it'll be good for my resume.
So you're seeing a line of people being arrested right behind me.
I just saw somebody in the feed said that the governor said that they did not want this group arrested, and they were asking me what had changed. Nothing. I saw nothing that changed as far as the peacefulness of.
Yeah, we're gonna find some decent stuff here. Hold on, let's get this one over here. Oh god, let's get that out of there. Let's get that there and full screen that one.
So you're seeing a line of people being arrested right behind me.
I just saw somebody in the feed said that the governor said that they did not want this group arrested, and they were asking me what had changed. Nothing. I saw nothing that changed as far as the peacefulness of.
Oh, did I answer about the battery? My battery is about 70%. I am charging it right now as I speak. It's plugged into a battery pack. It's getting pretty hot in my backpack, but hopefully it won't happen there. Do I have press credentials by chance? Yeah, I do.
Let's try and find some good Filter Free America stuff. There we go. All right.
Okay, up here at this corner at one time, it was. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going on. Okay.
Okay. So this is a long
All right, guys, I got booted off the stream. Stream is back up now, so please do your due diligence and give me a share here so we can continue documenting this mass arrest by a collective of Minnesota law enforcement agencies arresting what is my observation, a group of peaceful protesters. Only violation that I saw other than standing in the middle of the road and violating a curfew. There was no acts of violence at all. I did take note earlier in the previous stream that I just collapsed on me. Point blank range use of tear gas into the face or crowd controlled chemical of some kind to peaceful protesters with their hands up, no more than a foot away from the people's faces. The only act of violence I can tell you that I've witnessed since I've been here at this corner this afternoon is at the hands of Minnesota law enforcement. Good point. If Colin is going to pay for all the legal fees of everybody arrested, he might need another contract from Nike.
There you go. You see, it looks like it's 2 hours arresting one person. That seems pretty much what the tactic is being at this point. It's coming at us. Around every one protester you are seeing.
Yeah, she's a babe. Babe. Sup, babe?
Here we go. There's still another protest going strong downtown.
All right, everybody in the stream, please give me another share of the stream. We had over 3,000 at the time.
We're gonna move this right here.
Even in the face of arrest, the protesters are still making their message heard here in Minneapolis.
George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd! 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 George Floyd!
You heard me chanting the slogan, still going strong, even as we're getting arrested. We're in good time. Everyone's in front of me. We've been arrested. We're arresting everyone in the area. At least the front end was all basically sitting down, crouched on this little tow truck.
Let's fucking grab one.
There we are. This one looks like a little bit of
I'm just yelling at people to watch.
quiet down. I'm hearing a lot of people saying nothing about it. Sorry. But there's another security guard trouble going on down.
What up, Doima? How are you?
Obviously, I mean, I can't let them burn it down. It's really terrible. I'll let you know. I mean, it feels like 10 minutes are with me.
I'm good, you?
Yeah, I'm alright. I mean, shit's weird.
So, mass arrest going on there.
Yeah, it is funny how there's no coronavirus stuff. Pop filter. There we go. Pop, 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 baby.
Already in front of me.
This gentleman here was one of the more vocal members of the protest group. He gave an impassioned, kind of led an impassioned chant peacefully once again there at the on-ramp action of area of Washington. Clearly looks like he's been maced as well too. He's tearing in his eyes.
On his shoulder there, on his shoulder patch. That's interesting. I mean, I can't really, I don't know what more I can say about that. But yeah, I agree with you.
Does anybody know where the two dudes were with the rifles? Did you guys see those guys? Do you know what I'm talking about? There was two guys here who were they claimed to be in support of and protectors of the. Okay, I interviewed them. They said they were Mujahideen. Yeah, they claimed they were like some kind of local group of. Yeah, but these were both white. These were both white guys, but they claimed a group called Mujahideen. I can't pronounce it right now. Same. Yeah, thank you.
I heard them saying police saying something that
Okay, so those guys were. I haven't seen them come across this yet, so I was very curious as to where. Yeah, one of them had an AK-47 platform rifle. The other one had an AR-15. I was curious about how they got treated by police.
And basically the protesters were all no, I can't be back. When like a semi-truck type truck just barreled through, it took at least one person. And what I'm hearing is I wasn't that close, but I found out people pulled the driver out. And once they pulled the driver out, there's screenshots of what the driver, his last text conversation, and his last text conversation.
Anybody in the stream, if you're watching any of the other media feeds, probably be mainstream if anything. Do you have any visuals of the two individuals who I interviewed earlier and were tracking earlier, who claimed to be protectors of the protesters who were armed with long rifles? Very curious about the arrest process for them. One of the other journalists here mentioned that he overheard officers, going to specifically take care of them because they were armed. So I want to see. I would like to know how that was dealt with. I would love to see the visual of that arrest process.
Yeah, because earlier I was looking very.
Mujahideen. Mujahideen.
I think I'm gonna stay down here for a little bit more. I know. I think he's
Resistance in the face of authority. That's one of the cornerstones of this country.
You're just gonna walk by. That's
Excuse me, Sheriff.
Hey, Corey.
Are we anywhere where the media can join the other media or stand up? And we're getting a little uncomfortable.
I'll just make sure I was live.
Are we allowed to get up now?
Just got word that the Daughters of the
there.
Confederacy building is on fire.
Oh yeah? Do you know the link?
Yeah, we're waiting to get.
I'm gonna try to get it. I just had seen just a passing thing, but as soon as I get a link, I'll post it for you.
Sounds good.
Stand up.
Is it either here or before we able to visit this area? It did sound yeah. Okay. I'd rather stay.
This is gonna be, you're gonna be looking at this for 2 hours. You got a shot, let's go. Okay, so the press is being allowed down the booth.
Are we waiting for your escort, sir? Or are we allowed to walk freely?
Okay, this is one of the journalists Okay, so the press is being allowed.
All right, we are no longer detained, the members of the priests.
Okay, so the sheriff just said he wasn't touching anybody, especially us.
Just trying to give you a visual of the scene as I move around. Hey, how you doing, sir?
Where is that? Where is he at right now?
Of all the arrests,
I don't know that mobile station. So it's 35. So I thought it was like Bobby and Steve's area. It's not. Yeah, that's Washington. Like, why are Bobby and Steve's? Why is it the same one? Oh shit, look at the White House. There's fucking fires at the White House.
This over here is the free press as opposed to the detained press. We were over there. That's what I was saying. We were behind enemy lines. You guys are over here in the lush seats.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to try to get as many different visuals we can get here. There's another good, I'm going to try to frame up another good shot for a screenshot, depending on my screenshotters are available. I'm trying to get both the angle of the Minneapolis police and the Hummer.
Yeah, Facebook banned me because I said the word cracker.
Yes, it is a lot of
before
cops.
that I
Many
said
hundreds
fuck
of
the
cops.
British. So that's all hate speech. Not allowed.
Yeah, Elle, I'm with you to a degree, but I appreciate the passion, man. That's the next generation of journalists right there. He's much younger than I, and probably well ahead of the game, and he's going to be the person that's carrying on the torch. attempt to count all the emergency vehicles, police vehicles, and armored personnel carriers. Just trust me when I say there's enough. There's enough for what they're doing here today. Once again, the Black Hawk helicopter in the air.
Yeah, Facebook's fucking gross, dude. Like it's literally, god damn it.
Oh my god.
Definitely not let them have.
There we go.
Takes you back over to University Avenue. So if police had come up with those,
thank God. Oh, that was fucking annoying.
Now, this may be National Guard is right in front of me, or it may be state police. I did see some state police that were also in a camouflaged type setup, but I'm almost certain these are National Guards. They're just here in kind of support of the police operations. Haven't really seen them do anything but lean on Hummers.
Oh my God. Shit is crazy though, right? Like, how fucked up is this? Hi. If you're just joining me, my name's Corey.
I'm going to go through some of the questions here in the
host the show.
stream
It's
as
called,
I go, so my phone
TwitchTok.
might tip down a
We
little
haven't really
bit here.
been doing normal show shit because of the fucking riots, so welcome to that. Yeah, usually we're a little bit more funny. I wish there was something in the news that could preoccupy us. Go to Corey Adam Comedy at Venmo or Corey Adam Comedy at gmail.com
of my,
for my
reporting.
PayPal. Right now we're watching a bunch of different feeds. Over here, you guys can see that little arrow. So upper left-hand corner, here's the White House. We got Philadelphia. We got Boston. We got L.A., Philadelphia again. We got Minneapolis. We got Birmingham, Alabama. We got Boston, Massachusetts. And we got California. And then I'm not sure what all these ones are, but I think these are all... These are all Minneapolis. Yeah, these are all Minneapolis. There we go. Get them all. Watch all them feeds, baby. All of them. The one in the middle here, this is Joey Vincent from Filter Free America, and he's right here. He's the one we're watching right now. Yeah, so what happened on my Facebook account was a while ago. So
Thank you, Mike Brody. I appreciate that.
I have a friend who is, actually here, hold on. So I have a friend who is... Oh, he's God. Oh my God. So I have a friend, Gus Lynch, who died. He used to have a joke called, I'd like to propose a traditional Irish toast. And then he says, fuck the British. So I said, hey man, I'm missing you, this and that, fuck the British. And I got flagged. And then today I said we should get those crackers. And that got me banned for 24 hours. Because you can't say crackers, I guess. It's fucking fash book, man. Fascist book. It's fucking gross. It's fucking garbage. And I really hate it, and I'm going to basically move my entire Facebook over to this Twitch channel and this fucking Discord. Discord will be the new fucking Facebook. I hate it. I hate Facebook the most, and I always have. I honestly believe if I wasn't doing stand-up comedy, I wouldn't even have it. I fucking hate Facebook.
Yeah, Frank, it has came up a couple times. I had to wait for permission from the Home Office to actually turn my alerts off. So, a lot of bureaucracy and independent journalism.
Talk about Facebook when you get regular bans that 30 days. No, that's... Yeah. I mean, that happens too. Like, here's the thing. That will happen next, right? Because what happens is they flag you, and once your account gets flagged, everything you do is an infraction, and I'm not going to censor my speech. I don't care. Ban my Facebook. You're not going to stop my career. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Facebook. You're not relevant. You're a piece of shit, and you're fascist. Most media is. I don't give a shit.
Okay. Look at my tweets. Let's see if we can get a pretty about.
Thank you, other Ben. You were my favorite of the two Vens that I've recognizing in the stream here. You're also probably the funnier one.
Oh shit, right now? Because I was going to tell you one thing, but...
Buff, you're going to start a revolution within the stream. You tell me turn the alerts back on. Shelly, to answer your question, has the burning and destruction stopped?
Well, like what's
it
funny
was
is, like,
there
right
was
now,
no significant
I'm banned,
fires reported last
but they
night
still let me get alerts.
as
Like, I wanna
the
rub my nose in it,
protesting
like, oh, look, you can't talk to your
devolved
friends.
into police arrest and maybe some rioting as well too. I did notice some destruction where I was at the 5th precinct being done, some graffiti and stuff, but nothing even close to the scale of what I've have documented the previous days before. But per the Minneapolis mayor, governor of the state as well, there was no real significant fires started last night.
It's true, I don't have any friends. You're
Somebody's
right.
asking me how many more people I got to arrest. Let me stand up here. I was kind of taking a break, and it's dark over there, and I see, and then there's a bunch of law enforcement, so I can't really make through how many there. Well, I see a bunch still kind of on the ground with their maybe hands behind their back, waiting to be stood up and carried away, but I can't give you an accurate number here.
Chicken nuggets and Arby's fries. So it's a dinner right? It's very, very, very good. I didn't get a chance to eat dinner because I was out doing outlaw comedy.
You're welcome, Brian. Thank you. You're welcome, Lorenzo. Excuse me. Ryan says that KSTP just reported they are estimating 150 arrests in the area that I'm currently in and have recovered one gun. Just one gun. So if that's the case, then I'm wondering where the two rifle, excuse my finger there, where the two rifle individuals were, because those were two different individuals with two different rifles. Definitely not just one single gun. So maybe that report is not completely accurate, or those guys have left the scene,
That's the real news,
or
what I
were
needed,
allowed to
alright.
leave the scene, and another gun was recovered off of another protester. Again, that's all speculation on my part.
The sound is middle. Right here, this long one, right here in the middle. That's Joey Vincent of Filter Free America, and that is the sound we're using.
Brandon, to answer your question, I don't know if you just heard the comment I just made. One of the other people in the stream was relaying a report from one of the local media outlets that said it's around 150 in the area that I'm at right now. I don't know if there's other pockets of protesters being arrested anywhere else. I've been here and I
Yeah, the
don't
mainstream
have that
media is
information.
garbage, man. Like, this is, I mean, I'll mute this and talk about this. This is the thing I've been talking about for a while, is how the mainstream media, they like to lie about covering events. I mean, this riot, if anybody has been paying attention to the live streams, this riot should have taught you all you needed to know, man. Like, every time shit got hairy, every time there was tear gas, every time there was anything even close to newsworthy, they would dip out and go to across town. Also, if you want to partake in the show, be a part of it, head on over to our Discord. Link is in chat. There you go. Yeah, I mean, it's we're watching the downfall of our society. The people in charge were lying to us and controlling us, and now because of an age of cameras, they just can't anymore. That's what we're looking at. But this is absolutely fucking fascinating to me.
Was a criminal. I'm assuming you're talking about one of the law enforcement officers, and I would, I don't know, I would have to see which one it was. If it was one of the ones macing a innocent protester with his hands up in the air, 1 foot from his face with a large can of mace, then I would say yes, that was a criminal.
Joey's wrong here. Nothing is criminal because of the curfew. He's absolutely wrong. None of it's criminal. Every single person out tonight is breaking curfew, so they're allowed to do whatever they want.
Steve is asking where this is. Steve, this is Minneapolis, Minnesota. More specifically on Washington, right on the exit and on-ramp area of 35W highway. It's one of the main arteries that runs through the Twin Cities here. Twin Cities being Minneapolis and St. Paul.
Good, fuck 'em. Everybody in Minnesota needs to resign. The leadership has failed us.
Please, everybody, be kind to the other Ben. Please be very kind to him. He needs, if anything, right now, he just needs a hug and some understanding. You know, there could have been an incident in his life earlier where he was maybe touched really bad as a dinging sound was going off.
Check out the link I put in the Discord.
You know, affecting him differently than some of the rest of
the most recent.
I mean, do we count as a news outlet at this point, Doima?
I mean, I think there's more actual news coming from this than most actual news outlets.
Right.
What happens if I honk?
My good friend Sean Price apparently wants to get me shot down in the street, so I'll remember that next Christmas, sir.
What the fuck? What is that? A plague of locusts?
Oh, this is so
like
weird.
The fucking movie Birds is happening in real life in Texas.
They're on top of my car.
It's really funny. Wow.
That's disgusting. Go away.
Even the birds are protesting,
yeah, even
man.
the birds are protesting, bro.
I got in my car just in time. This
Quote
is
the Raven.
Okay,
Quote,
sounded like gunshots.
Quote the Raven.
Just heard gunshots.
Fuck 12.
I am 99% sure that was gunshots coming from the, the east of
Joey's just hearing gunshots
other side
now.
of 35W.
Oh, great. Did you also see like the witches were out protesting against what? You know, you pissed off a lot of people when both Mennonites and witches are on the same side of history. You know?
Nobody's on any side of history now because it's all just going to be a fucking curfew violation. That's the thing. Everybody's talking about, oh, this is illegal. No, everybody that's outside, you're breaking the law. That's how martial law works, and it sucks, but... I'm just glad Facebook is letting me fucking...
Yeah, if I have any advantage of the other media, I've been arrested plenty of times and I've been very comfortable around. I've grown comfortable being around law enforcement with guns pointed at me.
You're wrong, because it doesn't violate the Constitution. It suspends the Constitution. So there are no constitutional rights under martial law. You can argue about how they shouldn't use it or how it's bad, but it doesn't matter. What matters is technically, by the letter of the law, everything they are doing is legal.
Mike Brody, I saw your message as it popped up, and I could read enough of it on my screen to know what you were saying, that you've got video of the guy getting beat up from the truck, the truck that attempted to hit protesters earlier today. I'm very anxious to see that. Matter of fact, Brian Gray, if you're on the stream as well too, we should coordinate with Brody, get that video, and somehow work it in to whatever we edit down for YouTube. And when I'm narrating that, or after I maybe interview one of the protesters who was there, who gave me his account of what happened, then maybe we can splice that in as additional footage, so people who are watching this video after the fact can see the truck, you know, doing what it does.
This bird shit is crazy, though, right?
And have a little bit more context.
Yeah. This time, these birds are flying to the deep south for the winter, coming this fall, spring, and summer. Wait, does that mean we're gonna have avian bird flu now?
Yeah, that's what's coming in June.
Oh, good.
You're making comment of
good thing the numbers won't be propagandized.
The messaging here on the side of this Minneapolis
we'll be allowed
Police Department
to go outside
door.
Immediately, right?
Protect with courage,
They weren't actually murder
and to
hornets,
serve with
Yogi. That was
compassion.
Garbage train.
I challenged them to show me where the compassion
There
was
are the cannibal
during the
rats,
murder
though.
of George Floyd.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like, so there's all these rats in places like New York City and larger metropolitan areas, which they're so used to the leftovers and scraps from restaurants, like that's what they subside on, but they're not throwing away as much waste, so they're actually finding cases of rats cannibalizing one another.
That's how you get a rat king, man.
Yeah, no, Rat King is actually
Sorry,
going to be there in
the only information I have
July.
about
That's
truck driver
July's
is
fucking
that
pestilence,
he
okay?
was,
Do you know what a rat king is?
took to the HCMC
Rat King is July. Murder
in a
Crows
Medical
is
Center
June.
Hospital.
That's, you know, just right around the corner.
to be treated for his beating.
Yeah, it's like when they all get
that he
tangled
got
up into
for
one, like-
attempting to run down protesters.
How tired they are, exhausted they are about the situation, saying that, you know, here we are again. And that's one thing that's totally driving
Apocalypse isn't upon us, dude. This is going to be another 2 or 3 days, and then everything goes back to normal, and nothing changes. Welcome to America.
Destruction and the violence that we've seen in the city, nor do they support the looting.
Dude, those birds, though. I'm scared. Is that weird that I'm more scared about the birds?
What will it take for there to be some change?
No, that is the logical fear to have, Corey. So you're on the right side.
Fuck 12!
So when you talk to people, that is the emotion, that is the sentiment.
That's
the reason why we have seen people young and old.
It's just the sheer volume of them.
In large numbers.
They're very loud. Well, Tom's here. Hi, Tom.
Hello.
I'm gonna mosey
Are you
down
at home yet, Tom?
the street here,
No,
eastbound
I'm
on
driving on my way
Washington.
there.
Okay, which route
some
are
other
you going?
journalists come from that way,
You're
so
avoiding
maybe
the
I can-
city, so it's no big deal, right?
Yeah, I mean, I live in Egan, so going from Burnsville to Egan's fine.
Sure.
I mean, there's still a lot of cops on it.
We were doing Renegade Comedy. We'll talk about it when Tom gets back. Dude, this is crazy, man.
Well, what do you mean when I get back? Like, when I get back home or what?
Yeah, I don't know. You should focus on driving and not getting arrested. You're disobeying curfew. You know what sucks is all the fucking restaurants and shit because of curfew. Like, I was just trying to get a fucking, like, McDonald's hamburger on my way home. Nope. Nope.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, yesterday I was trying to bring donuts into work, and I went to Dunkin' Donuts at like 6:30, and normally they're open like 6 or like even like 5:30. Nope, weren't going to be open till at least 8 because no one could be there till after 6 a.m. to start making the donuts. I was so fucking pissed off.
Are you seeing these birds? Are you watching this? No, you're driving. Dude, holy shit! Matt Dorman, look at those birds.
They
We're going
keep
full
coming.
screen. We're going full screen on that. That bird's.
It's fucking crazy.
Jesus Christ, these birds. Where's that, Texas?
Yeah, it's in Texas. You know, something I just thought about? Tomorrow's June 1st, which means that restaurants can do the patio outside sit-down service. So how extra pissed are you if you have a sit-down restaurant in Minneapolis or St. Paul?
Well, it doesn't matter because they're going to extend the curfew tonight. I guarantee you.
I know.
We're
but
only,
I mean, like,
we're only at 9:30, man. This shit is not over tonight.
No, I know, but what I'm trying
The problem is, like, the organization. I just, like... I'm not, like, rooting for a revolution, but I'd like to coach them on how to do it, I guess. Because, like, I mean, like, those fucking amateurs got kettled. Like, fuck you. Jesus Christ, look at them birds. They're just like, what is happening? Why? Is this because people haven't been outside for months? So the birds are like, we run this town? 2 uncommon, 1 black. Wait, is that black or blue? I think that's black. Whenever your opponent attacks with a creature, it deals 1 damage to them. Oh, that's nice. It's like Revenge of the Ravens from the Throne of Eldrin block. Uh-huh. Revenge of Ravens! I tap 3 mana to counter your Ravens. What, the curfew doesn't apply to them? Even the birds are protesting, guys. Right, Matt? Even the birds.
hate to be a bakery in that neighborhood.
I've never seen so many birds.
Yeah, you'd probably have to make cake for gay birds. I actually don't care.
I'm getting attacked by birds.
I'm getting attacked by birds.
This is
That's not what,
terrifying.
like sitting in your car taking, like, video of it, that's not what being attacked means.
What's going on? Oh, this is so weird. They're on top of my car.
Yeah, duh, they're on top of everybody's car, bitch.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's so many birds.
Disgusting, go away.
Just get out and scare them then, or don't.
I got in my car just in time. This
Look at
is
that.
ridiculous.
Look at all them birds.
Ew.
It's almost like those fucking starlings that fly in shapes and shit.
Is that a Kmart?
I think it's a Smart Mart. I'm pretty sure the only Kmart left is the one that didn't burn down yesterday. God, I want that Kmart gone. How do you loot and riot Uptown, but you don't take out that Kmart? Fuck you guys. It's exactly how you get me off your cause.
Look at that.
Hey, Corey, the only
That's how
other...
you know.
Hold on, Doima, shut up. Tom, go.
Oh, the only other Kmart I know is in Escoda, Michigan, because nothing else exists in Escoda, Michigan.
Yeah, but that's more of like a collectible of history.
Yep.
Margaret says those birds are sick of the racism too. Yeah, that's what we're saying. They're protesting. Gah! Fuck 12! Gah!
Wow.
Freaky Deek, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Yogi Escobar says, I hope the bar and restaurant owners say fuck it at this point. Nobody is handing 25,000 fines. Well, yeah, and here's the thing, Yogi, is that I've talked to some people that work in the state, and they're gonna like, it sounds like they might go full open because the, it's just in Discord, Margaret. You just have to press exclamation point and then type in Discord. See, look. Boom, there you go. Learn how to compute. God damn it. Motor City Dave, you're not subscribed. How dare you? Shame on you. Shame. 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 Yeah, the dollar store was looted. That furniture store was looted. But Kmart? We're going to save Kmart? Look at these fucking birds, man. I hate birds. Like, I don't hate them, like, when they're, like, out and about. But, like, people that have birds as pets, that always creeps me out. I feel like that's a warning sign. Yeah, Corey the Crow. Caw!
Never seen so
Caw! These are your own rights that you're giving away. Caw! Caw! If you break a police car, you're still gonna have to pay for it with raised taxes.
Is that the
Caw!
driver?
This is terrifying. What happens if I honk?
What happens if I honk? Nothing. They're gonna go to you, you dumb bitch.
On?
She's real dumb.
Oh, this is so weird. They're on top of my car.
Yogi Escobar. No, it wouldn't be fun. Parrots are fucking creepy, man, and they live like twice as long. So usually you're getting like a shitty parrot.
Like a solid 65 clips.
Margaret, don't come in talking. There's a show. I will mute you. When you come in, mute yourself, and I will tell you when you talk. Motherfucker. All right. No. No, you're still talking. I unmuted you, and you were still talking. Stop it. Okay, Margaret, go.
Hi, Corey.
Hi, Tovar. How are you?
I'm better now.
That guy's just walking.
Go ahead, Margaret.
You about to get attacked. Look at that.
Or don't. Whatever.
Oh, what are you waiting for?
Well, I told Margaret like interrupted me, and then I told her to like mute her mic when she comes in, and then I was like, hey, come on.
Yeah. Well, my mic is always muted when I come in now because I'm a professional.
Right, because that's what you're supposed to do.
Unlike your other two co-hosts.
No, that's Doima and Tom both muted. It was Margaret that did. And like she came in firing hot with talk. You can't do that. If you come in talking and I don't know what you're talking about, that will derail the show and I will mute you.
I'm just making the narrative up that Tom and Matt both don't know how to do
We know. You love your narratives.
Circles.
Hey, Tovar, I'm going to kick the shit out of you because I'm actually driving right now, breaking curfew, and still on fucking Discord, you piece of shit.
Tovar's on Discord, Tom.
Tom, do you honestly think, let's be honest on air for once, let's just break all the bullshit and the tough guy, I want to be a WWE superstar shit talker. Do you honestly think that you can kick my ass?
No, but I can make it a reasonable fight. Come on, man, let's do it.
Wait, back it up. Tovar, did you just take something personal on the internet? Calm down.
Yeah.
You're gonna fucking alpha dog somebody over the internet on voice chat? Grow the fuck up, dude.
Wait, this is the internet?
Tom, hey, Tom, cut the bullshit. My ego's fragile. Tell everybody that I'd actually win in a fight.
I'm getting attacked by birds.
That's exactly how I sound.
It is exactly how you sound.
What happens if I honk?
Tovar would kick my ass in a fight because he's a scrappy son of a bitch, and I know it. I would have to protect my balls and my face at the same time. I don't know how he can do it, but he can kick and punch. And
I mean,
punch
I doubt
at the same time. It's weird.
that. I think at this point, I still think Tom could take you. I would put my money on Tom. I just feel like Tom could take most people.
I'm gonna try to go back and get that
because of
Have a
his
nice
just
day thing
anger
captured. I
rage
didn't see
issues
that.
that he suppresses. Like,
No
there's
way,
gonna
man.
be a
I've had to
moment.
clean
There's
up
gonna
Tom's
be a
messes
moment.
before.
Make
What?
sure I'm able to see that as well.
I've had to clean up Tom's messes before.
Yeah, but you've never it's like the Incredible Hulk, man. Like, he's just got an inner Bruce Banner that's keeping him from going heyday. I guarantee you, the first time you swing, hit him in the mouth, and he gets angry, you will see a berserk side of Tom you have never seen, and that side can kick all of our asses.
I'm just saying, we were in a situation where he broke, like someone broke his grasp, but didn't get by me. That's a real thing that happened.
Right, but that's way different than actually standing in front of somebody and punching.
I don't want Tom to punch me.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's good to act like the like tough guys. Like, we're all tough. We get that. But I mean, if you think Tom snaps to the point where he throws a punch and he's not absolutely decimating whoever he punches, I disagree. My money's on Tom.
For you. I'm really concerned.
Tom starts swinging.
And, everybody check on Ben for me. Is Ben doing okay?
Who's Ben?
I've often said, though, if I'm going to go to war with anybody, especially my comic friends, I'm picking Corey Tovar and Will Spotted Bear.
Oh, I think a team of me, you, Tovar, and Spotted Bear could clean out most of the scene. I do believe that.
Oh,
right?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't even have to fight. I would just sit
Garrett,
behind
nailed
you
it.
three
This
and
is,
laugh.
a great profit opportunity
I'm
right
like
here
literally
too.
the smallest
That being
person
said,
in
I
that
mean the
group.
cost of what law enforcement has had to do these this week,
but also the scrappiest.
Probably far exceeds what any kind of profit they're going to make.
I'm sorry, what
if
did you
any
say?
at all.
He calls you scrappy. You're a
But
real
again,
plucky duck,
all
buddy.
these expenses
I kind of am.
putting
I'm like
on
the
the shoulders
pluckiest
of
out
the
of
Minneapolis
all of
Police Department to begin with.
Yeah.
This whole protest triggered when 4 officers
sorry for choking most
attempted
of
to
you.
arrest George Floyd, and one of them put his knee on his neck.
I don't believe that.
3 others, as he was handcuffed already, and held him to the ground, and apparently killed him.
Friends that love Chuck.
Yes, that's all on Minneapolis PD in my book.
Okay, David Carradine.
Who's David Carradine?
If David Carradine would have had more friends, he wouldn't have died from self-asphyxiation.
That's not true.
I hear some kind of commotion.
Sometimes people just want to come while they're being choked, Tovar.
Maybe a small group of protesters. I'm going to wander down here a little bit to see if I
Have you tried
see
it?
anything.
I hear it's all the rage.
It's not bad. I like to do it while I'm fucking a 19-year-old because then I can call myself strapping young lad.
Right there is
There's a belt strap around my neck joke because that's how David Carradine
or a
died.
concussion grenade.
I want everyone to get the visual of that right now.
Yeah,
I
me
just wanted
too.
to sink in.
Hey, I'm done. Hey, I'm
in
done
there.
eating. They can get whatever visual they want now.
Stain the asphalt
No,
or the
I'm pulling
concrete
a
on the
ham out
sidewalk.
of the smoker. I just want to make sure I enjoy it to the
Margaret, you can unmute and say what you want if you finally are going to do that and understand how to work this.
So I'm okay to talk now? Sorry, I was talking to my dad about the tanker truck that plowed.
Yeah, what were you trying to say? You were trying to talk about the tanker?
West down Washington here.
Yeah.
On the other
Okay,
side
so
of
the
this,
speed,
Minneapolis
I
Police
was
Department police
watching
line
TV
here.
with my grandma when it happened,
shouting
and
at
she's
the,
like, "Oh my
look,
gosh!"
Less
police
words. What are you
officers.
saying?
I'm
Also giving
saying
chance in support of
that
the cause
the tanker
that they're here
truck
to protest.
is probably meant to go somewhere where it would cause the most damage, and the fact that it stopped on 35W and was filled with gasoline,
Keep
because
her
I looked
dancing
at
on
all
this
the
line as much as
markings
I
on
can
the truck
here.
and all of that.
So I get told otherwise.
Just there could be, I don't know if they towed the truck or if it's gone or whatever, but
Yep.
I don't know, whatever. I'm trying to be concise and it doesn't work very well.
Clearly.
So, whatever.
Whatever you. O216 says, talk faster, Jesus.
Oh.
Ivan
I'm a girl,
Yurkinov says
though.
it wasn't full, it was stopped too fast.
Alright. This could be bad.
Oh shit. Joey's is popping off. Margaret, I can't listen to you. You're on mute for right now.
Here we go. Money talk.
recording.
Yeah.
Guess what I made?
Here we go.
Excuse me, bitch.
All right, what's up?
Guess what I made today?
What?
An apocalypse ham.
Nice. Hey guys, I just muted your alerts. Get fucked.
Remember, like a couple months ago, when I was telling everybody to stock up on hams and maps?
Yes, I do remember that.
Remember how relevant that is nowadays?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm done with the apocalyptic foreshadowing. This is all going to be fine in about 4 or 5 days. Everything will gravitate back toward to normal, and everybody will be talked about how crazy it was, and then just the next time. The thing is that these like blow over, and then they calm the fuck down.
Well, and I realized
what's
why.
going on
I had
this
an
group of
epiphany
murders.
today. I've seen it watching these feeds for the last like 4 days. The first 2 days, you had all these provocateurs and all these people from out of like state and shit coming in and like breaking all these buildings and doing all these fires and like scorched earth techniquing, like doing all these scorched earth tactics to chase these cops back into their precincts. And in the last 2 days, it seems like those guys have fucking disappeared.
No, that's not what happened at all.
And that's not enough to fucking stop it.
That's not what happened at all, though.
You finally saw the National Guard get their shit together to where they could actually close in and finally kettle.
None of that is what happened.
Oh, okay. According to you.
No, according to the way it was reported and the way it was followed. What happened was Fry gave the order to not fire on the people. They wasted all of their tear gas and their rubber bullets too early the second night. That's why they had to fall back, because they had no other means of non-lethal thing. The first day of the National Guard, they were basically under a gag order to not do anything. Last night is the first night they actually let the National Guard do anything, and it was fine. And if we had real leadership, they would have let them do that night 1 or 2. Like they literally, we have a mayor that wouldn't let the cops do their job and let the city burn. That's what happened. Yeah, and then he enforced a curfew that they couldn't enforce, which only made it. I do think you're right about the provocateurs, but I don't think you're right about the timeline. What I think happened personally is I think day one was a grieving black community in Minneapolis. I think it was mostly peaceful and all that. And then what I think happened is that night and the next day, it's not about being provocateurs. It's about the fact that we splinter our entire populace in 18 different ways. But the reality is all these fascist radical groups, whether they're white supremacists, whether they're Antifa, whether they're just fucking nihilists, they all are anti-establishment. So then the move became anti-establishment. And I do believe that there was a bunch of people. What I think happened is I think last night most Minnesota people stayed indoors and all the people that traveled here for a riot were out, and that's why everybody got fucked. Look at the way that people got separated last night like they didn't know the city.
Question. Do you know what was the percentage of out-of-staters that got arrested last night versus Friday night?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Like the percentage of people that get arrested, the percentage of people that got arrested versus the people that were out demonstrating is less than 0.2%. It's not a real metric. It's anecdotal.
No, but do you know what I'm saying? How they were saying that like 100% of people arrested in St. Paul Friday night were from out of state,
but they weren't. That's a lie. Like Crystal, Minnesota, New London. None of them were from St. Paul. That's true, but there were Minnesotans among them.
Was that the same case for last night, or was it more?
Yes, there's been Minnesotans arrested every night.
No, but is there more Minnesotans arrested like Saturday night than there was Friday night?
I'm not sure. I don't know the metrics between those two. I know for a fact that we had a bunch of out-of-town arrests, but we also had in-town arrests. The thing that's interesting, though, is nobody arrested in St. Paul was from St. Paul. That is accurate.
Right. Well, that's what I'm curious if the metric changed, because if my theory is correct, right, if all the provocateurs left, then there would be more Minnesotan arrests Saturday and Sunday than there were Thursday
but what I think is once the curfew went down, I think there were a lot of reasonable, like, because I also think that, like, the protesters were all like, hey, man, we got to burn down a police station. Like, what are you going to, like, if you were in and out and rioting the night that they burned that police station, right? Mm-hmm. Like, what's going to top that? You got to burn a police station and nothing happened. Nothing will ever top that.
They didn't go after the fifth, though. I mean, they wanted the fifth.
Doesn't matter. You got to burn a police station. Let's not fucking split hairs.
Well, not only that, you got to start a nationwide riot in which other police stations.
Right. Well, no, and that's what this is. This is Minneapolis handing the riots off to other people. Now it's other people's job. That's why you're seeing like D.C., Philadelphia, Birmingham. They're picking up where we left off. Yeah. And here's the thing. We're not even done. The real move, and I said this last night, the real move for the protesters was you shouldn't have showed up at all last night, and then you should have showed up again tonight. That's how you would have won. Because if you don't show up last night, right? Which last night I think if you're a pro anti-establishment like rioter, like not protester, I'm saying rioter, right? Last night was the first failing night of the riots.
Yeah.
And so if you
didn't start fires.
That's what I'm saying. So like if you as a rioter don't come out, they flex all these fucking National Guard nuts and nobody shows up. They look like idiots. Then they lax back. You can come out the next night and you can burn whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
This is the problem with all these movements is they just lack leadership. Like, again, and this is how I know a lot of those people were from out of town, like you're saying, is watching the way that they were kettled. Like there were people being kettled in Northeast Minneapolis that were basically going down where Vegas was over towards where Domo used to be.
Right.
And anybody that lives here knows that that is a dead-end construction zone that you can't get around even by foot. Anybody. Right. But it's not what happened. Well, what happened was like, the first night, it was pretty peaceful and like got a little rioty, but not that big of a deal, right?
It rained, and that's the most important thing. I think it would have popped off way.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. You're right. There was weather, but so then day two, I think that they were just kind of like, all right, let's just let them have it, but like they didn't envision how big it was going to be. And then I think day 3 is when all the travelers started to get here.
Is when it got out of control.
Right. Well, because like check it out. Like the moment that we burned a police station, we become a mecca for people that are anti-establishment that want to burn government buildings.
Also, I mean, this is the thing that a lot of people probably aren't talking about too. Is that like people are going to lose their thirst for burning shit day 3 and day 4, and that's when the police are going to take control. Because
I think the real impactful thing too for locals is the fact that there was such a big community response to helping the people during the day. And I think people watched as they were destroying their own community and their own community was helping them. I think that's what happened.
Well, and I think that's what is going to be my focus this week. Like I'm taking you jet skiing tomorrow morning. I'm going to wake up and drop a bunch of tires off and come pick you up around like 10 a.m. or whatever. And then Tuesday, I'm just going to spend the rest of the week just trying to help clean up and show up for my community and put my money where my mouth is. You know, I've already tried to help donate and help like financially, but like I know there's a lot more work that needs to be done, and like I would encourage, and I'm sure you would, anybody that is in a similar position to do the same thing.
Yeah, unless you don't fucking want to. I'm a libertarian. Do what you want.
Yeah, that's fair too. And then and here's the other thing: don't try and fucking virtue because they don't advertise all the shit they're doing to help. Like that's like my biggest pet peeve is when people are like, oh, I did this, and this. What are you doing? Like, who the fuck cares? It's like voting. Don't talk about what you're doing to be virtuous. Just be virtuous. Fuck all that.
Well, that's why, like, when I went down and helped or I do anything, you don't see me post about it. I don't care. It doesn't matter. None of that is clout. None of that matters.
A lot of the times when I help people, like, I'll donate third party so that I know that nobody is going to, like, brag about it coming directly from me. Because I don't fucking want that shit.
Yeah. Let's try to get caught up in the Discord chat here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you think there's a real possibility that Minneapolis Police Department will make any significant changes after they calm down? I don't know. I mean, I think that Kroll might get fired, which will be huge.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I mean, we'll see how much we scared them.
Well, but we didn't scare them. That's the thing. Nobody's scared.
And that's why,
because the leaders, because the mayor let it happen. Like, everybody's shocked and appalled except for the mayor and governor who let it happen. They need to resign immediately.
No, and this is the thing. After seeing all those agency provocateurs, after seeing the scorched earth tactics that were being used, I 100% believe that there were some military tactics that were used for the first couple of days that were designed to intentionally help the rioters. I think that those techniques have gone away, and now you're seeing the surplus of National Guard, the surplus of military tactics, the realization that you can't let these people just keep taking police stations, and that's why things have changed.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's part of it. There's also a line of bartenders I know outside of Corner Bar right now.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. You have people standing up on the property.
But I don't know. There's also like there's a lot of stuff. Let's see. Kay Ellingson's bruised girlfriend. Oof, that's a tough name. What's up, guys? In Virginia Beach at the moment, they just had protests march past the hotel. Kind of freaky seeing hundreds of people march towards and not know if they will turn into a riot. Kay Ellingson, if you have a link us up. Also, go into the Discord if you want to chirp in. Come on in.
White House is still popping off too, by the way. They're not playing.
Yeah, White House is. We have the White House up. That's on Woke on the top.
Hell yeah.
We have the White House up. We have. Let's see. What do we got here? We got. Let's see what they all are here. We got. Whoops. Come on. Can't even see them. Washington, Birmingham, Chicago, Philadelphia. Oh, no more Minnesota. It's always weird when Woke goes away from Minnesota.
Bunker.
Oh, Joey's talking.
I hope his daughter is with him, so he has
I left Joey's
form of
feed to
comfort
come
while he's
here,
there.
so like if there's anything popping off, let me know so I can go back over.
Joey's feed is in the middle.
I'm sorry, his wife.
This is Joey's feed right here. Joey's feed is in the middle, and it's the audio we're listening to.
Just west of us here on
You
Washington.
need to fix it so the audio comes through the Discord.
Yeah, I know. I need to do a lot of things. I don't
challenging
really know what
place.
I'm doing. I'm building this by
Verbally.
scratch, guy.
I just love holding you accountable for things you can't accomplish.
Uh-huh. Cool. Why don't you threaten Tom some more, you cuck?
Tom, you're a bigger cuck than I am.
Margaret says, I think there's an old boys versus new hires that could have been hired due to equal opportunity hires. That's how we ended up with the Somalian guy. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that's all just in your head. I think you have racist cops, and I think you have brutal cops, but the main thing is that none of that matters right now because we had a cop kill a civilian. None of the other pretexts matter.
Christy Edwards is reporting that D.C. has fires everywhere. So probably it's very similar to a couple
How
nights
can I
ago
be a
here in
bigger cuck
Minneapolis.
than you when I don't have a girlfriend or anything like that? I believe that is the
Denise
definition
is
of it.
reporting
Being
that
a
also
cuck
New
is
York City is also
something that you love finding better sex
crazy
relations
pandemonium
with
as well.
somebody other than yourself.
Tom is one of those guys that will post a Craigslist ad looking for a woman that will cuck him.
You look like the kind of guy that answers those ads, though.
How do you think I got
Jeffrey Rogers again. Fires are raging in D.C.
I just assumed Tom fucked it up.
I don't want to say.
Thank you,
Tovar.
Holly. I do try to incorporate humor where I can if it seems
I was trying to
appropriate.
burn myself
Sometimes when it
because
doesn't
you're
seem
capable of it,
appropriate.
you fucking ginger fuck.
Please go find my album on Apple or Spotify or Pandora.
Not incapable of it.
Just look for
Just
Joey
don't want to do
Vincent,
it.
neck tattoos and GEDs
Two
or
totally
the
different
secret to my
things.
success.
I'm Tom. I can't do
Hopefully I'll be
something,
able to
but I
make you
don't wanna
laugh a
do
little
it,
bit.
so don't make it look like I can't
A little bit better
do it.
there.
All right, here. I'm going to go put this bowl away before I spill honey all over myself. I'm going to leave everything running. You guys don't ruin the show, huh? Go ahead. Go at it, though. Be entertaining.
I'm going to mute my mic so Tom can ruin your show.
Well, that's not very
I don't
team-oriented, Tovar. Matt Doima.
Yeah.
Here, I've muted Tovar because he doesn't want to participate. So you and Tom.
Yeah, Tyler, but
You
I'm
and
doing
Tom,
mine
show
with
your
sarcasm.
colors, man. Get it. I'll be right back.
Do we want to revisit the birds? I kind of missed that part while I was driving.
Oh, it wasn't an actual live feed, I found out, but there was like this, it was a supposed live feed
Margaret
of like
Blaylock
bird
wants you guys to
detectives.
work out your sexual tension.
What, me and Tovar? It's no sexual tension. It's just literally a little bit of animosity, followed by a little bit of drunkenness. That's all.
Foods over there.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I'm going to end the stream.
I know
For
Tovar.
the link
Come
here,
on.
I'll go back on when I get
So
there.
they're releasing the information about the truck driver on 35W.
He's traveling from one point to another.
As far as what, his actual identity, or?
Yeah, they have his full identity. I put the link in the Discord, but
Jesus. At this point.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make my way to the car. I'm gonna head and finish the stream.
Well, that's
right
interesting.
here. And I will pick back up once I'm over there at Cup Foods.
Wow. So is that his actual arrest photo, or from today, or from a previous arrest? Right. Okay. Yep. No, I didn't. Just let Mags talk.
Do you see how easy this was, Corey?
Well,
you didn't ruin anything, Margaret. Tom Chilstrom and Matt Doima specifically.
Margaret is muted from the channel, so nobody can hear her, so it was just dead air.
So how the fuck am I going to know that?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Tom, are you kidding me?
Is that all you got? Are you kidding me?
Go.
God, you're a
Margaret's
piece of
unmuted.
shit, Tom.
Everybody's unmuted.
Fucking continue. You fucking
There
broken
are
record.
words out of my mouth, not dead air, Tom.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's why I've also had a problem with Discord before, because I don't know who the fuck is not muted in the channel,
Fuck,
dipshit.
Tom!
I've told Corey that too. It's not a fucking equal playing field.
Why isn't it equal? What am I doing?
It's so wonderful when friends can get together.
Guys, I'm missing teeth and have fur like a fucking sheep, and I figured it out. I'm real dumb, Tom.
We all know you're dumb, Tovar. I mean, what are you trying to make me fucking complacent here? In your dumbness?
Because I'm so dumb, I figured
Guys,
this out.
I feel like you're making this riot about you with all this sexual tension.
It's about me. Everything's about me. Your other two co-hosts suck. Bing!
Hey, Tovar, what did you help Phil with today?
He needed a battery and a tire.
Oh, okay.
Also, we're gonna hook up and help, clean this fucking shithole up in a couple of days.
Right.
I found a link to the Daughters of the Confederacy building getting caught on fire, as well as the a Robert E. Lee statue as well. It's in the Discord chat.
Well, this is exciting.
God damn it, Margaret, shut up. Muted. Get fucked. Server mute too. Nobody's gonna hear you, fucking asshole. Jesus Christ. Oh, well, everybody's being moderately attentive. Shut up. Hi, Ellie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Way to ruin it for everyone, Margaret.
Yeah, right?
I'd like to remind you that
and we're losing viewers now, Margaret. Thank you.
I'm kicking all your other hosts' ass while I'm chopping ham and eating dinner. Like one hand tied behind my back.
Tom was driving though, so it's not like he was just paying complete attention.
What about Matt? What's Matt doing?
Matt is losing for sure.
Trying to find links, bro.
Matt was
he's doing the journalistic legwork, man.
Oh, okay. Well, I got nothing to get.
The Lord's work.
To be honest,
Awesome,
I hope Matt wins. I'm still rooting for Matt.
You just like to
Tovar
pivot whenever it's in your best
live
interest.
audience. Go fuck yourself.
Whoa! What did I do? What did I do to deserve that, Tom?
Everything you've ever said in your life, you deserved.
What did I do? I just think that Matt is a better co-host. He's better on air. He smells better in person.
Not true. He smells like wet hot dogs, which is a hot dog.
What the fuck?
That's slanderous, Tom.
Not really. Truth be told, it's not.
I'm chopping the most delicious ham. I hope some of you guys actually took my advice and stocked up on ham.
Why? Ham's gross.
Yeah, but it's also non-existent in a couple weeks because of the food shortages.
Good. Who cares? Wait, so is Joey done?
For now, I haven't seen him on in a second, but I'm also eating dinner, so I haven't looked.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him.
He said he was walking to his car.
But he went off air, right? Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Answer myself. You're off mute to the server, but I'm muting you. Okay, Joey is not answering, which probably his phone's close to dead, probably would be my guess, but whatever. Who cares?
Margaret, it means you can talk to me and anyone else in the room, but you can't talk to live air.
Tovar, you're muted for talking to her on air. There you go. Tovar, you are unmuted. Tom, you are unmuted. Everybody's unmuted.
Hey Corey, what's the feed to the White House?
The what?
Are you just using a unicorn?
The White House one is which one's the White House one? I don't even know. Jesus Christ. Hold on. You know what?
Unicorn Riot is back right now. They're live as well. It's by the memorial.
It's where?
They're by the memorial right now. By Cup Foods.
Okay. Do you have a link?
One sec.
Okay.
Hey, just to let everybody know, by the way, the National Guard responded to the downtown protest from this afternoon. I saw them on 100, and then they went 394 all the way into downtown. So they were way late to the actual start of the protest. So crowd control was almost fucking non-existent at that point. So whatever they're planning downtown apparently must be big if they think that they should have a whole squad or whatever posted down there. Because there's about 3 Humvees and 2 carriers along with several National Guard vehicles outside of those.
That's weird.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Who said that?
That was Brady.
Has the Minneapolis bus transit system, are the drivers driving for police again, or are they boycotting them?
The what? The buses aren't open. The buses are on the lockdown as well.
No, but are the bus drivers still boycotting the police?
I wouldn't know. Probably would be my guess.
The Metro Mobility buses. The Metro
short
Mobility buses.
Short bus?
The short bus. That's all you gotta say.
Cancel Margaret. Jesus Christ. Who can use in slanderous terms like that?
I'm cool with it. I mean, the
The
short bus
government
is a
not
retard
accepted
bus.
on Twitch.
I love them.
Margaret, what are you doing? You're like shit talking people while the show's going on? Like, what's happening?
Oh,
What?
I'm
I'm
not shit
enjoying it.
talking. I was talking about the buses that are taking people to the Hennepin County.
Y'all, I got a story. Y'all want to hear it?
What is it?
Oh, fuck off with your deep
What is
breath.
what?
What is this?
Get to it.
Fuck off, huh? That sounds like you want a server deafening mutant. There you go. Now what? Now you can't say shit, huh? It's kind of hard to say fuck off to a guy that controls your entire world, huh?
Dude, who did you mute?
Brady.
Oh. Yeah, well, that's to be, yeah.
Is that Scott Brady or is it another Brady?
God damn it, Margaret, you're muted too now. I can't deal with this shit. There. No, everybody's fucked. I just like, how, like, stop derailing that. Like, we're sitting here watching live Riot Cop, and everybody's just gonna be like, fucking, oh, let's make horrendous, weird fucking references. Like, who cares? Like, who cares about the fucking capacity of a tanker? The real story is that he ran over something.
Posted a link to Unicorn Riot.
It looked like he was slowing down as he approached the crowd, though.
Well, I mean, it could, like, that's the thing about that shit, is, like, it could be a number of things, including, but not limited to just somebody being like, hey, this is fucking... Where did you post it? Oh, under Twitch show. I see it. It says it's down. Wait, that's just Unicorn Riot? Why didn't you just go to Unicorn Riot? We're gonna replace this one with this one. No, we're gonna pop this over here. See what they're saying.
What's this?
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Y'all the same crew?
No.
Y'all on different crews?
No. Yeah. My name is Nico.
I'm Brooke. I'm in Indigenous Media.
Oh, Lord. Hell yeah. Hey, good to meet you again.
News reporters?
Yeah, I'm part of Unicorn Riot. Unicorn Riot. It's on my shirt. Yep, here you go. Yeah. What's your name?
We ain't got a home.
I'm Nico. Good to meet you, bro. I like your command.
I'm sorry. That's a big one right. Y'all from the same race.
Y'all hear me? 5 o'clock. We need to put a plan. We need to start becoming a community and work together and come together. Amen. Where the grown man at?
Yeah. Last thing. Thank you. Yeah. We've been split up a couple times. Yeah. Banks got smashed. Yeah. I saw no Dapple. Yeah. And no Line 3. Literally spray painted on both of U.S. Bank and Wells Fargo.
KXL next though.
Yeah. KXL next.
KXL next.
What? Yeah.
Brady, you've been unmuted for a while now. So is Margaret. I haven't said anything.
We were saying, bro. We were saying. Oh, here we go.
Well, you shouldn't have said anything. Now I know I can talk. I'm just kidding. Whatever.
It's a very funny joke.
Well, you know, that's why you guys hang out with me, because I'm funny.
We don't hang out with you. You loiter.
How am I the only one that knows how to really use this?
How or what?
Oh, fuck off, Tovar.
How am I the only one that knows how to really...
How to really what? Did you just cut out?
Really use the Discord.
Oh yeah, I don't know, because they like I didn't know. I mean, I don't know. It's not really that hard, man. I mean, like I didn't know how to run it before I started popping it on here, and I've got the hang of it pretty much. It's pretty easy.
It took me 2 days. It did take me 2 days.
Very easy.
It's real easy. It's super intuitive.
Can you
But
hear
now,
me?
like, it's super easy to jump in and out. Like, I can chat on general chat. Like, it's not that bad.
It's super easy. It's one of the more streamlined things around.
I agree.
Go to Discord and join the conversation, guys.
So you guys can't hear me, or you just ignoring me?
Ignoring
No,
you.
we can hear you on Discord, at least.
So you're just ignoring me?
Nobody's ignoring you. They're fucking talking to you. You know what? You're muted again. Fuck you. Jesus Christ.
Oh, so
Shut
many
up,
comics.
Shut up, Margaret. Jesus Christ. Like, I give people the, like, I unmute them and I'm like, there, go ahead and talk. And fucking Brady's dumbass, oh, you can hear me? Yes, I can fucking hear you. Why do you need me to say I can hear you 3 fucking times? You're right, because that's the content people want to see. They want to see you asking me if I can hear you over and over again. Yeah, Blight Dog's got it. Blight Dog got it immediately. No big deal. All right, let's see here. Oh, dude, Charlotte, North Carolina is going nuts.
Who do you think is going to be the most affected by all this?
The poor people. Everything you destroy that's city property, you get to buy again with your own tax money. That's how it works.
Well, which state, though? Like, which state is going to be, like, the most? Is it going to be us, New York?
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to do more research into the infrastructure of their systems to quantify that, I guess.
Georgia, too, man. Atlanta's, like, fucking hell right now. Yeah, it's been that way for a couple of days.
Unicorn Riot is back up, but their quality is horseshit.
That's the thing. Is like their shit works a lot of times, even when they're near the jammers, but it's not very good quality.
Yogi Escobar said, I'm getting word from friends in South Dakota that Sioux Falls has shit going on right now. Yeah, they had shit going on last night. Taxes Steph says, so when you don't say anything, how am I supposed to know you can fucking hear me? Well, you should probably just wait till I respond, like I did when you asked if you could hear me. And I said yes 3 fucking times. Freaky Deaky says, I pay to hear Corey, sometimes Tovar. Fuck that Tom and Margaret. Woo!
See how easy that was?
I mean, it wasn't that easy. I almost gave myself an aneurysm. You're not being shunned, Brady. You're acting like a dickbag and you're being held accountable for your actions. That's not the same as being shunned. This is absolutely madness, man.
Welcome to the new America.
Ellie Mae said Tom does not whine that much.
Big gingers whine a lot.
What's up with looting at the TJ Maxx? Yeah, I don't know. Who the fuck, like, fuck yeah. When this revolution begins, I'm going to get a lot of off-brand colors. Woohoo. All right. I'll be right back. Tovar.
I mean, Matt and Tom and whoever else, I don't care. I'm not. Oh, yeah, you can unmute Brady. Let's see what he brings to the table. I'm eating ham. I'm gonna see if he can carry me through this ham. Brady, are you muted still? Oh, Jesus. You're just going to leave me alone?
I just said I unmuted him, but clearly he is not helping.
Well, fuck you, man.
You're just going to leave me to eat this ham by myself? Carry the show?
Yo, I'm
All right.
here. Can you hear me?
Right.
Can you hear
I
me?
got this. Guys.
Can you hear me?
Did you just do it 3 times in a row again? Now you're muted again. Learn your lesson. I literally just told him that.
What's going
on? That time
bro?
I was just
I'm
fucking.
trying to
I was
type.
just fucking.
I'm working on the phone.
Brady, I'm just fucking with you, man.
Dude, seriously, man. I'm working with these motherfuckers. Y'all
Get used to
motherfuckers
it,
all
man.
day long.
It's
Y'all
it's probably
demanding
never gonna
shit.
change.
Y'all demanding shit all day long.
Are you
Coming
done
at
yet?
me. Man,
You
fuck
lose
you.
Corey?
What are you even talking
Guys,
about?
I don't know what, like, I'm just glad that it's, like, calmed down in Minneapolis, man. I'm glad that it's picking up in other places and it's calming down here. Twofolds. Like, it's been a long week, man. And,
Yo, ain't
a
nothing
lot of my
calmed down
friends
in
have,
my
like,
life.
been in the middle of it and, like, worrying about them. And, like, today, I thought Joey Vincent was going to get fucking arrested. I'm, like, freaking out over that. And, I watched him single-handedly, like, talk himself out of where they were all being stationed and over with, like, the regular news people. And, like, he saved a couple other guys, and I thought that was...
Yo, I had a
There's
dude.
been so many people that have stood up that I know in the last week that I'm so proud to. I know so many stand-up, like, awesome people. You know?
Yeah,
and
I'm one of
I've done
them,
a lot of
Tovar.
reflecting today over,
You
like...
just don't know me. I'm one of
that
them.
I've seen in just the last couple of days and trying to take it in and just trying to be a little bit reflective and absorb a lot of it.
Brady is talking to you. I don't know why, like, if you can hear him or not.
I can't hear him at all.
That's weird.
Matter of fact, on my thing it says that he's muted.
He's not muted on this side at
Yeah.
all. You might have muted him. If you right click, you can mute people on yourself.
Oh, you know what? That's probably true. Hey, Brady, what's going on?
Hey, I'm here. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Dude, for real, man. I had a guy circling me in the parking lot tonight. When I left work.
For what?
I worked 9 to 6 today.
Yeah.
I worked a straight 9-hour shift. I didn't get a lunch break till after 7 fucking hours, man.
Oh.
Okay? Like, and I had a guy circling me in the parking lot. And he was staring me straight in the fucking eyes. And looking at me. And I'm like,
why?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing this evening, sir? And he said, like, okay, I know it's a hard time over there. And he's like, yeah, man. Nah, man. Staring me straight in the eyes. Staring him straight in the eyes. And then he targets himself to a white couple walking in. Why y'all want to kill black people? Next thing you know, guess what happened? His fucking old lady walks out of the store. You need to shut the fuck up. Not everybody's like that. And he's like, nah, fuck that. They're killing white people. They're killing all black people. All these white people killing all black people. And she said, nah, fuck you. It's not happening like that. I got to deal with your ass at home now.
You know what's really crazy about that, Brady, is that, like, you haven't really seen a lot of that down here at all. You've seen a lot of, like, cooperation with, like, every race, and, like, so that's a crazy story to hear happening up by you.
And Tovar, that's exactly what I thought was going on.
Yeah, right.
We're all coming into peace, right? But no, fuck that. I walk into the liquor store, right?
Uh-huh.
You got 5 dudes walking into their car. They all eyeing me down, man. I like nodded at them. I'm like, hey, how's everything going? They all looking at me with chins up. Chins up. Like they're ready to fucking attack. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, I work for you. I'm just going to the liquor store to give me some fucking beers.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I heard reports tonight of shots in Rochester from my brother. I think there were like some either rubber bullets or tear gas being used on a crowd down there. You know, I can't confirm any of those. Like I said, it's just reports that I've heard. The bullets from my brother seem pretty legit because both of us kind of grew up around gunfire when I was a kid. So, like, I kind of believe that if my brother says that he hears gunfire, like, there's probably some gunfire.
No,
right.
Dude,
well, you know, like, I always try and like corroborate a story before I tell everybody that's like confirmed, because there's so much like false information that's like going around everywhere that like I'll hear a story, and I'll be like, well, that's fucking crazy, and then I'll hear it somewhere else, and I'm like, well, someone else reported it. That's even crazier. And then I'll be looking through a feed or something, and I'll see it on a live feed, and I'm like, well, that definitely happened, But I think you're seeing that around the nation right now. Is that the tensions are getting? I can imagine that this is what it felt like right before the Civil War, right? With just everybody just not really trusting their neighbor, and there being so much division that you didn't really know who's your friend and who's your foe when you're out in public.
No, Tovar, I agree. And the problem for me with that is that I'm still going to work, man. I'm busting my ass every day for the public.
Right.
Okay. And then I'm gonna walk out after busting my ass a 9-hour shift and not having a lunch after 7 hours.
Yeah, I bet
Come
your
on,
patience
man.
for that was really thin.
Come on, dude.
So what did you do?
Gonna get that kind of
Did
shit.
you just get in your car and go home, or did you confront the guy? What did you end up doing?
No, I didn't confront. I kept walking towards my truck. The guy ended up just shrugging me off and saying, "Oh, he's a tough guy." It's because I didn't break eye contact with the motherfucker. I could tell it threw him off. I'm that kind of guy. I'm like, yo, you're not gonna break me down.
Well,
But
I mean,
anyway,
guys. If anyone's anyone listening, that's what you. If you have somebody that's trying to harass you at all in public, breaking eye contact is pretty much inviting them in more to harass you. The more,
dude.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're just feeding it. You're feeding it. I wasn't gonna feed it. I wasn't about to feed it. I was just I put my arms up and I was like, yeah, man, it's fucked up. What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, he's a tough guy. And he targeted the couple coming in, a white couple coming in. And I'm not saying that they weren't white, but whatever it was, the couple coming in. Why y'all want to kill white people? Why y'all want to kill black people? And his wife came walking out, storming at him. Not everyone's like that, you motherfucker. Shut the fuck up.
And I think that's what we need more than anything.
Dude,
on both sides,
the woman shut him down.
Right. I mean, if you see white people being racist right now, shut it down. If you see black people being racist right now, shut it down. If you see an Asian person being racist right now,
and
shut it down.
That's exactly what I was trying to do.
That.
You know what the funny thing is, though? Okay, the funny thing is,
what'd you say? Who chimed in?
Me.
Go ahead.
Yo.
I thought someone else chimed in.
I just hate that because I think everybody is racist, and when you try to differentiate and if they're being racist, everybody's racist. I'm sick of these fucking there is no race issue. It's systemic poverty. That's what it is. It's tied to race in this country, so it becomes a race issue. It's a poverty line.
For sure. Well,
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you right now. It's not a race issue. His white wife. This was a black man. His white wife came out fucking putting him in check. His white wife came out putting him in check. So this man's trying to ask all the white people why they want to kill black people, even though he's got a white wife, and she's putting him in check. And she's telling him, man, fuck you. Not everybody's like that. To me, that's about the best way to diffuse that situation. Not right, the woman, right? But this was a black man asking white people why you want to kill black people when he's got a white wife coming out and telling him to shut the fuck up. Not everybody's like that. Come on now. Everything's crazy, dude. Everything's upside down. Seriously. And then I had some motherfuckers eyeing me down when I went to the liquor store, dude. What the fuck, man? Yo, I'm scared.
Well, that's ridiculous. You're up north. You're going to be fine.
Press conference in
I'm not from up north.
Walls right now.
Oh, okay, send me the
I'm
link.
from down south.
Right, I said you're up north, not you're from
It's
up
in the
north.
Discord.
Yeah, but Corey, I didn't expect this to be up north. I didn't expect
Nobody expected mass riots where they burnt down a police department, but you're not at the epicenter of anything dangerous, so you shouldn't be afraid. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, you do realize that's what I was a part of. the mayor was calling for a chocolate city. Like, fuck all white people, right? I've been through this shit, dude. This race war bullshit. Fuck that.
Did you guys see that
right
St.
now,
John's Hospital or St.
Hold
John's
on, I'm muting
Church
everybody. The
in-
governor's
efforts will
on.
continue as we finalize
Yeah.
these arrests and the booking of those arrested out off of Washington, and after that, we will again hit hotspots and disperse, get people to get home and comply. But ultimately, we feel
Yeah, we hear you.
very fortunate that
We hear you.
that situation on the bridge did not end any more seriously than it was. And we were also grateful, as the governor mentioned, that so many people did once again comply with
God, I hate the
Yeah, I lived in
motherfucker.
curfew.
I
Which
lived in
makes
Southern
a
California
huge
during
difference.
the 92.
As you know, that incident with the truck occurred prior to the implementation of the curfew, which did create challenges because when the curfew was enacted, but commanders, based upon field observations, made a specific and explicit decision to give focus to that area, to address that group, and ultimately to affect the rest, as you're seeing happening now. So the situation is present stable. The protest at the Capitol during the day was, I think,
The
a large
governor
event,
is talking about the arrests that were
largely
done where
very
Joey was at.
peaceful throughout the course of the
Yeah,
day.
we're watching it.
Later this evening, there was
The governor's not on yet, though,
a
right? It's
rush
just
on the
Slugworth?
fence, a larger group of people
Just Slugworth
who
and, yeah.
were saying that they were not going to leave the Capitol grounds. That was after curfew. They pushed up against the fence, and there was an attempt to breach the fence. There was a small deployment of gas to disperse some crowd.
Whatever,
at,
Ellie. Jeremy's
who were
about to
at the
wife you
fence
up.
at
You
the
got
Capitol.
this. It's probably because you don't do anal.
Ultimately, that area is now cleared. There was a small number of arrests. A small number of people were arrested at the Capitol grounds. I don't know what the exact number was. I believe it's 10 or 12, and it could even be less. But those were people that refused to comply and move along. So that right now appears to be stable. So we feel like at present, the field commanders feel that they are in a good position. Commissioner Harrington and Colonel Langer and all of Minneapolis and University of Minnesota, other resources are there and working together collaboratively, chiefs and sheriffs from all over the metro, again, wanting to achieve the objectives of protecting life, protecting property, and restoring order. And we believe that that's happening. And with that, I would open it for any questions.
Officer Chauvin being transferred, released to another authority. Where is he now, and what happened?
The Officer Chauvin, who had been in the Hennepin County Jail, has been transferred. He's been transferred to the Department of Corrections facility. He will be booked into one of our facilities. This is not uncommon in these cases. In fact, the same thing happened with Officer Noor. Ultimately, with multiple concerns there. First and foremost, we have the COVID situation. Second of all, a large number of people could be booked into Hennepin County Jail tonight, and as a result of that,
yeah, you're just gonna throw people in jail to get
had made the
COVID?
request, and the DOC accommodated that request, and that transfer has been made, and he is safe and secure in the prison in Oak Park Heights.
Prison where?
Oak Park Heights.
Oak Park, thank you.
So the booking photo is out of the driver. It's been 6 hours now. What was the motivation? What have authorities learned about why this person was in the middle of a crowd at high speed like that?
Well, I think the exact details I don't know. Have not, investigators have met with that man. They will be putting together a full summary of the event, both the observation. Obviously, we all had the opportunity to see that footage. We're still piecing together all the details of going back and looking at video footage of how he got to the place that he did, because it was at that time that there was attempts to move traffic, divert traffic from that area. We believe that there may have been some attempt to divert or get around that diversion as MnDOT and others were attempting to move vehicles off the roadway. Exactly what the motive is, I don't know. Investigators will do that, and ultimately they will be presenting their investigation to the Hennepin County Attorney's Office for review and consideration of potential charges.
So those that watched the video were really horrified by what they saw. I mean, how is it that that was thousands of protesters that were being closely watched? How is it possible that law enforcement wouldn't have been able to somehow stop that truck from getting that far?
Well, I think ultimately, as I said earlier, we knew that there was a diversion going on. That group that was on the freeway was peaceful. They were not. It was not a problem. We decided that as long as that group was moving, not creating other problems,
nothing up
that it was prudent not to engage again. We want to facilitate, even though there was a diversion of traffic, which was planned, but this was obviously earlier than initially planned. We wanted to make sure that we were going to facilitate that.
Yogi Escobar, you're assuming that him making it was the goal. I mean, for all we know, he just wanted to go halfway into the crowd, stop, and then have somebody shoot the gas tank. Because you could take up all those protesters if that's what you're trying to do. I mean, looking at that video, it looks like he meant to stop. Where is... What'd you say, Topher?
He was slowing down in that video. He was clearly...
That's what I'm saying. Like, based on that video, it looks like they were trying to set him up to shoot something.
Correct.
But then the question comes, why didn't they shoot it then?
Because he probably chickened the fuck out.
Well, I mean, if that was the plan, it wouldn't have been him. It would have been a sniper or somebody with a gun farther away. At the very least, you would have somebody farther away with a gun in case he chickened out.
Can you even blow a tank like that up with just a regular munition round? I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure you can with a sniper rifle.
No, because
it goes through to create a spark.
Exactly.
Only vapors put itself.
They have flammable ammunition. What are you talking about?
Yeah, tracer round.
Well, they have incendiary rounds. They make incendiary rounds.
Say incendiary again.
Incendiary.
Again.
They would use tracer rounds to liquid gasoline. You can drop a lit cigarette.
Yeah, but if you press a gun up against that and fire at the tanker, it goes up. That's not going to stop a bullet from point blank range. Or a sniper. I don't think, because I think I've seen sniper rifles hit tankers before.
I think we need some Mythbusters.
Yeah, I think you're fair. I think that's fair.
Talking about the accelerants found around, flammable materials stashed around even as soon as this morning. There's a lot of social posts, kind of concerns about fires, people leaving things, places. What are you hearing on this at this point? Are you concerned about more fires at residences or businesses tonight? What's the status of that?
Well, I think ultimately one of the biggest concerns that we have, and I think if there's nothing more unsettling, and I think everyone in Minnesota looked at those images this past week, and you either watch in horror or you wake up to the images of
there's a Mythbusters on it,
and places where they're going to reside, and nonprofit agencies and so forth up in flames, and there's nothing more unsettling about that for anyone. And I think as we look at tonight's activities and the objectives that have been set for the commanders who are executing this mission, ultimately it is to do everything we can to ensure that we don't wake up to those flames.
Yogi, if you put gas on the outside, right? Like it would still do that, right? Because like
really
you could just
close,
like rag gas on
and cooperation from community.
You're talking like a big Molotov cocktail
with
sure
our partners across the metro area in terms of sharing.
And in theory, if the tank was like half
that
way more
but what makes law enforcement and these types of things most effective is the full cooperation and active participation of people in the community. And
did they ever say if the tanker was full or empty?
Issues that we dealt with tonight,
say one way or the other, to my knowledge.
At the end of the day,
because the pipeline is up there off 35 in Roseville.
Wait,
so
is that Aaron? Did you figure out Discord, you old man?
Fuck yeah, I did.
About how we addressed this last night.
No, the pipeline is up there.
Shock and awe, perhaps,
in Roseville off of 35 and like County Road C.
A lot of gas.
So he would have, if he was heading south on 35, he could have been coming from the pipeline. But why the hell would he have been on 35?
I don't know.
Because it was all closed up.
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
We decided.
No, it doesn't. But the fuel tanker is more explosive if it's empty than it is if it's full.
Circumstances and situation in the city.
It's going to make the vapors are more explosive.
Employ a very traditional, slow, methodical.
I found a sort of relevant Mythbusters thing on exploding a gas tank.
Yeah, that's what I was just watching the tank and the propane can.
Ultimately, we want to do everything we can to keep flames from out there. We're very mindful of the fact that that intelligence, that information.
I don't know. The whole thing's a massive shit show.
Yeah, it is. I mean, this is why Minnesota leadership needs to resign. You fucked our entire state and city, and now there are riots nationwide because leadership didn't do their job.
In Minneapolis, there was the spark for it, though, man. I mean, everything.
Right, but you don't let citizens burn down a police station on national TV. You don't do that.
Over the course of the night, there was
no, but they've got no control.
They do. They kettled the protesters and stopped them night two, and they used very minimal National Guard, which means they could have used police to do the same thing. The mayor ordered police to not do anything.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like I said though. The whole thing is a shit show, and it doesn't matter where you go in this country. The whole country is a shit show.
There was posters put up in various places around the Twin Cities.
No longer
as recently as yesterday.
So much a race deal as it is.
Speaking to
it's the start of a revolution. And it's not that
it's not the start of a revolution. We're not hungry enough to revolt. I keep saying this, and people don't listen to me. Like, you need a very hungry populace to actually spark a revolution. The reality is you have a lot of young kids that are being like mad that they don't have anything, so you have entitlement. And now it's going to be anti-establishment versus establishment. The riots are going to go on for another week, maybe, and then it'll be back to status quo. Hopefully, Bob Kroll gets fired over all this. That's the best thing that could happen.
It becomes wilding.
But nothing else nationally is going to change.
They're agitators.
Unfortunately, probably
those
not.
are some of the folks
it should.
I agree that it should, but it won't.
It definitely should, and
nothing changes till we stop voting left or right down the aisle. Like until we decide that these parties aren't representing us, nothing changes.
Exactly, and you can't, for people to say that you're wasting your vote on a third party is flat out ignorant.
It's not ignorant. I mean, it is ignorant, but it's voter suppression. Like they're trying to influence the way you vote because they want you to vote different. It's definition of voter suppression.
Yes, it is, but it also is an ignorant point of view because the fact is that look at what Ross Perot did. And, I mean, he didn't help George Bush win a second term. If anything, he siphoned votes from him, if you want to look at it that way, and he helped Bill Clinton get elected.
Yeah, it could be.
The problem is the structure of two groups versus third party is right now the two large groups are more funded than third party. So if you would get enough people, enough millionaires on a third party ticket to have the same.
It has nothing to do with millionaires. Ross Perot was one of the wealthiest men in the world when he
ran
for a period of time.
Yeah,
that's true. Money does.
It has to do with the systemic propaganda of red or blue.
Based on that, we think it's just prudent that you're going to have.
But as far as Bob Kroll goes,
increased presence.
I mean, I've been a union member for over 20 years, and the problem with unions are, and I don't give a shit if it's the police or whatever else. The problem
so
with unions is they protect shitheads.
We want to get to a point
instead of weeding out their own, weeding out the shitheads and getting rid of them. They protect them, and then they elect shitheads to run their unions because the shitheads will protect the rest of them.
Well, it's because they're also all shitheads. I mean, that's the thing. They're protecting their own at that point.
Critical that we also.
Everything. I mean, it drives me nuts when I look at union members in my own union. It's like, dude, you don't do your fucking job. You're a piece of shit. You make the rest of us look bad. You know? And then if you say anything, you're a piece of shit for saying anything. You're not a good union brother. And the same thing goes with the police union, you know? That's the fucked up thing about it.
No, there has been no decision. Again, Commissioner Harrington and Colonel Langer will be making a recommendation
Stop
to
fucking
the governor
eating.
and
It's
to the mayors,
disgusting. Jesus
along
Christ.
with the police chiefs in both the cities. And
that gets you a server
no
mute.
decision has been made. You know, obviously, you know, moving back to some sense of normalcy, if you can have such a thing in a COVID pandemic environment. But ultimately, I think that is one of the goals.
The
But
thing
we're
is
not
that we
gonna
do have
leave
to change
until
what's going on.
we have a reasonable level.
But this
of
isn't how you do it.
That
No, but we've got to
problems
change some
and high
shit.
levels of disorder aren't going to.
We've got to change a lot of shit. A lot of it.
But none of that matters because it's not going to get changed.
The white supremacists.
No, because we don't have the money to do it, unfortunately. We can try.
Or flyers with white supremacist
You know.
ideology, and what specifically are these?
I mean,
that you think are agitating?
You got to start somewhere, and you got to start with something.
I think I can. I'm not going to name the group specifically, but I will tell you that we know we've seen, we've recovered, we've had reported to us.
But can I get an award for that? Because you actually agree.
Posting things that are
no, you can get a mute for not shutting the fuck up.
Ideology, and we know
Jesus
there's
Christ.
a presence of people.
That's what these people. It's like they've never been on a fucking thing before. So stupid.
And obviously, these things.
I don't know if I was
are
still very
concerned. We do not want. Kind of the instability that exists today because of what happened now. Almost 1 week ago, to be further kind of escalated by activities from people who are engaging in kind of white supremacist activity.
Antifa is involved. Is there any evidence of folks who identify with Antifa ideology or movement?
We have had reports of people, Antifa people banned a president. That there has been reports of that. Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
And with that, the briefing that started about 10:30.
Talking about nice governor meeting without a governor.
Heard most initially off the top from the governor.
Yeah, I just posted a different link in the Discord. It's actually a live feed from somebody who's been arrested. Like they smuggled the cell phone in.
Coming as an update from
where's that in the TwitchTok?
Commissioner Paul Schnell from the Department of Corrections. Right. A couple things of note here. Officer Chauvin, the charged officer now in the death of
That's for names once. They're sorry. Yeah, that's the first thing they did was what's your name? Yeah, we will. Why didn't you write it down the first time?
Probably because not everybody did their job the way they're supposed to.
Probably not. Now they gotta make sure that they put out their fucking eyes across their teeth. It's kind of their thing. Right. You're supposed to be in the front. I know. It's doing wrong. Somebody needs to get fired. Yeah, some dumbass needs to get fired. They put them all in the front. God. Don't they know what they're doing over here?
Looks like he goes to bar and black women fast. Women goes to work and kills their husbands. Fathers of the children.
You have a good looking face for being born 6 years earlier than that. Oh, I'm gonna move for that guy. I don't want to trade it. Don't want about to do a whole
How does that cop not know that phone is there, Doima?
Dakota,
Not glad you're here, but I'm glad we're here together, is what I should say. I've been waiting for this moment for 3 days. It just finally happened. Oh, dude, I've been shot twice and like, mace. Like, I'm kind of surprised it hasn't happened yet. Bullets and I've been maced 4 times. Today wasn't that bad. I was actually glad it was today, because even if we do like Friday night, or like the whole weekend.
I've got these stories just that side. A super cute.
Hi.
81093.
Where's Connor? Where's Connor?
Yeah. I mean, he calls us thugs. He calls us criminals and thugs.
One of the cops is just booking and releasing us. One cop is booking and releasing us. I'm just so upset that I lost my bike.
Wait, oh.
I've been hungry, bro. I might pack a lot lighter. Can I get you a sign really quick? Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. I don't even think they're sending you to like the property part of the jail.
It's kind of interesting. I like that this is the smuggled camera bus. It's crazy.
You got the dogs out here.
Oh shit! They would have to pick out every violin.
Look how nice. Look at all.
What are you gonna? You're just gonna put out a bunch of like attention. You guys got paperwork started? Nope. Okay.
Bye, Frankie. Do you have a good night?
How do you spell your last name? SCH. Should really grab the clipboard. I got an armor.
I'm good for now, but that was all I needed. Just a little bit of fuel. If I eat too much, I'm gonna get sleepy.
Middle name Robert. First name C-O-N. N-O-R.
Trying to find. We could find a spot to sit.
Middle name Robert.
Yeah, I'd be all about it. I mean, is this bench open? Nah. Oh, the media around it. Anyways. We could chill on this bench too, or the.
Last name too. Ludke. Lima uniforms.
Alright.
First name Eric. With the K receipt. Alright.
Okay, apparently they're messing with reception. Would it be west or east? I believe it would be nice. Probably be east from here. We're still good. We're still live. We're with the peaceful protest. We're allowed to be here. There's other news media here with us. I mean, we're taking a break. I just ate half of a sandwich.
Yep, we were all at Bobby's.
So he just admitted that they were scrambling signals. He just said it.
Yeah, stressing our legs in case, but I'd be okay if it did end here again like it did last night. Be satisfied. Today was very successful. I don't care what anybody has to say. This is probably the most successful day we've had out here. You know, every time I go into these things, yeah, I gotta say a little prayer before I come down, but I said one today, but I didn't have to worry at all. You know what I mean? We didn't have to worry about anything. You know? But we also prove, I guess we also prove though that it is possible that the police and whatever, and then we can all be in the same, yeah, we can all be in the same place at the same time and not, get along. It happened right in front of you guys' eyes. Facts. That little group is probably gonna go down in history, bro. That little group we were with. Everybody was loving that, bro. Like I got screenshots of when they were on the street and the truck was rolling on the other side of them. I got when that display. Yeah, bro. That shit. I almost cheered up. I am.
Everyone's telling me to come up and...
Are you Unicorn, right?
I'm Arnold.
Apparently Arnold. I met Arnold, everybody. Yeah, we've been out here. You've been out here for a while. How long have you been down here?
I just got from the 35W bridge and was Washington.
Ooh, so were you out there when all that was happening?
I did, yes.
What was that like?
It was scary at first. I went to the staging area first.
Yeah.
Started asking them if they're gonna shoot press again.
Yep.
They looked
That
at
guy
me
was
like I was
a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Dead in my eye, like you better leave kind of thing. And then I was just like, okay. So I got around the side, went into the area, got kind of close.
We will.
That's funny. He's filming him, so they have the echo now.
Everyone back and forth.
It's the same feed, so this guy's camera is this feed here.
That's what
That's
we heard.
awesome.
We were at the 4th Precinct live streaming. They allowed us to be there.
They did.
Oh, they just said anybody live streaming or media to be with the group, so we're safe. That's it.
Sure.
But yeah, so we were at the 4th Precinct. They let us, the community leader that was there with us asked ahead of time the 4th Precinct if we could be there and if they would let us stay past the curfew to peacefully protest, and they honored it.
Okay.
And the police even went inside, like they were on the roof and shit, like they were at the 3rd, but then they went inside.
Very cool.
Very good, and they let us be there.
I thought last night this would have been a little sanctuary area. But
that's what I did too. We came back. Yeah.
Out of the darkness, man.
So we came back. We came back from the bridge, from the Marshall Avenue Bridge.
Sure.
We got to Hiawatha. We were getting dumped on, like, and so we all split up, and then we did have a group that was marching through the streets. Oh shit! It's just a fire extinguisher. I know, dude. I know, man. Yeah. So,
Andrew Mercado?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm getting about 1,000 people on my stream.
I got a lot of people on my stream.
Go find Andrew Mercado. I'm like, who the fuck is Andrew Mercado?
Hey, it's okay. I've been hearing people to meet up with people. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Like, I'm not a social media personality. Like, I'm just a regular person. You know what I mean?
From here?
Yeah, I live in Fridley. I was born in Oakdale. I live in Fridley at the moment. But yeah, I'm from here, so that's why I was tired of it, man. I felt like this form of media is a different type of. This is the best thing, you know. You see, we're on the same page.
I'm
Andrew Kimmel, okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, we're all meeting each other. We're all meeting each other.
I need to meet both Andrews.
That's awesome. I love this. This is great.
We got a whole circle. We're all friends now. Look at that. I love it. Because they've been telling me to find you.
Yeah, and I heard you didn't have your battery died.
Yeah,
I know everything. While I'm filming.
Arnold, Andrew, and Andrew. AAA.
So now all three are the feeds we're looking at. That's hilarious.
Now I hope everybody's happy. I'm not going to.
This is crazy, bro.
We should try to.
Right, we don't. Yeah, we're doing our own jobs.
Telescopic.
You want to just?
Filming the same thing.
Right. You want a photo of all three of us? Yeah, just like of us holding our fucking thing. This is crazy, dude.
It's Arnold, Andrew, and Andrew.
Yep. Andrew Kimmel, Andrew Mercado, and Arnold.
I just got dizzy standing up.
Are you alright? Watch your head.
I'm not drinking enough water.
They say AAA batteries.
One more. Let me get my mask on straight. I was just putting it on. Yep.
Awesome.
All right.
How's my hair?
How's my hair? That's why I'm wearing a hat, bro. We haven't had any haircut places open, man. We've been struggling.
My buddy cut my hair.
That's a pretty powerful image
really?
right there on the lower right. That black dude and that cop.
We need to all team up.
They're saying AAA media. They're saying AAA media right now.
I used to be the head of live video over at BuzzFeed News.
Really, buddy?
So like live streaming to me, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So I was in the shower this morning, and I thought, I was like, Nobody except for like the people that are doing media like this, where you just hold the phone and record what's happening. We see it in podcasts all the time, right? People will love podcasts more than cable news. And so, like, they'll say,
yeah, Mercado, you can make the argument that Mercado,
I do it. I watch YouTube
Unicorn
all the time.
Riot,
that's where I get my information from.
The other dude that he's talking to now, and Joey, were the 4 best sources for this in Minneapolis.
Like this, we just are out here for hours. It doesn't matter, and it's like live PD. Like, people love the live PD thing, and like, if we can start, if we can start something with this, bro, like, I'm about it, man. I'm with it. I'm on the team.
I gotta tell you, obviously you know Unicorn Riot.
Yep. Appreciate it.
Everybody here, bang.
And then also there's another group of people that I know. News to Share is another big one.
Do you have a business card yourself?
I don't.
Okay.
But I can give you.
Yeah.
Just give me your email.
Okay. We're linking, guys. We're making it happen.
But this is the most important thing you can do, especially when people are taught that the news is fake. This is not fake.
This is exactly what we need. These guys are onto it, man.
Yeah,
this is fucking amazing.
You're a George Soros actor. You were busting here. I mean, I took my phone case. My phone case had a Vikings, like I had a Vikings phone case on it. Like you guys are. That's why I was so blind to it this whole time, and I finally had enough, bro. It's shit's dead. Thank you. I'll answer. When I get home, I answer it. But I will answer it. Thank you.
You're local as well.
Yeah, I mean, Joey's dealt with a lot of shit, so he is very concise.
It's like a meeting of the fucking
I know,
media
dude.
minds,
I'm fucking excited for the magic.
Some shit, bro.
I'm excited for the magic that comes out of this.
Yeah, I don't want to get a screen on any of that.
I think it's gonna be something very substantial.
Yep. All right, so that was good meeting both of you.
Yep, now I know who you guys are, know who to look out for.
Keep an eye on all 3 of our streams. We're out here doing the good work, trying to get you guys an unfiltered, unbiased.
AAA will link up again.
Yeah, the AAA will meet again.
Oh, they just mentioned filter free. They just mentioned it.
Oh my god, I want a fucking beer so badly.
I love it, man. We got exchanged information.
I'll see you guys around.
All right, yeah, be well. You as well. Thanks, guys.
That's pretty good.
That part was a little bit weird.
So yeah, just to catch you guys up, I'm at George Floyd's Memorial at 38th in Chicago, live in Minneapolis.
Used to be a reporter for BuzzFeed.
At this point, I'd say that.
So it's good to see him, even at BuzzFeed, being out here tired of the mainstream news and being out here doing what we're doing, because that's the only personal purpose I am out here for, is just to give an unfiltered, unbiased message. Thank you, I'm okay. As well as show the people's message. So after that little moment, now we're still peacefully here monitoring the crowd. Yeah. It's not even the same. I mean, especially when you see the streamers out here that are like, those guys are bigger than I am already in social media, and they're out here doing what I'm doing, and that goes to show that this is probably the new way, bro. This is probably the new way. I had a dream in the shower this morning, bro. And I tried to tell my brother and my family, and I don't know if they were taking me seriously, but I really had a dream this morning, like, bro, I lost it in the shower, bro. I said I want to start a media company. I said that shit. And the crazy meeting those two, man. Hopefully, this is what the messages we want to get out of it, though. Like, if we can be in places and show peace in places that are not shown from the mainstream news, and that's a big deal to me. For the personal.
Now watch the riot police just bust in.
Like I said, how this all started was I was enraged. I was sickened from what we witnessed. You guys are looking right at it, where we saw the picture of where the crime happened, and I woke up Wednesday morning and I wanted to be down here exactly. I sat exactly where I was sitting right now on Wednesday afternoon, without a camera rolling at first, and just spent some time here, because I have never come.
That's what I'm saying, right? Get them tackled.
To something like this, and been here in person. You know, I've always been one of the types to watch the news at home and then form an opinion after that. And I've been growing tired of it even before this happened. I was actively saying that actively trying to get a message like this out where it's just unfiltered, unbiased. The partisan part of it needs to go. I mean, you guys have seen it play out live, and I think that this might be the new way that we can get people information. And if this is it, then I mean, they did it with radio, man. They did it with the radio, with the podcasts. Why can't we do it with the news? But we got to be careful though, because I mean, they might not want it to. They might not. You know what I mean? They don't want this out. But thank goodness. Yeah, thank goodness all three of us are able to be here and live stream. Obviously, we don't need to be at the same place. So you guys could have multiple angles, but we're all in the same location.
What is that doing about Dakota?
Live streams, we're all here watching the peaceful protests.
Phillips Avenue and 10th Street, and right now it's pretty calm down here. Now I know originally there might have been a tweet going around saying there was going to be some protesters come down here, but right now it's pretty calm. But in the press conferences earlier, I did hear that there is this National Guard presence down here in the downtown area. There's also a presence of some security. We talked to some business owners, and they said that they have hired security. So there is weapons down here, hired security for these personal businesses. And we talked to them, and they said, you know, they're just trying to protect their own business. Now, closer to 11th Street, kind of where we came from, 11th and Phillips, there was even businesses that had that were boarded up. They were boarded on the side just to kind of prevent everything that's happening. If you've kind of been watching what's going on nationwide, the windows, even down at the Empire Mall, windows being broken, and so they're trying to avoid that just a little bit. But right now, yeah, it seems like it's staying very calm here. Cops have been going back and forth. It seems like there is very much a presence of security here on Phillips Ave. Some of the business owners I talked to said, you know, even though there's not people down here, there is still security at these businesses ready if protesters do come. These business owners just want to protect the business that they have kind of worked their whole life to make the business what it is. But there is some traffic going down, but right now, not a whole lot. There were some police officers walking around asking some questions. And like we heard earlier on those press conferences, there are some National Guard hanging around the downtown area if something were to come this way. But right now, it seems like most of it is out at the Empire Mall. Brian?
Jacob, I want to hang
the
a
Empire
line on
Mall. All right, I think everything's wrapping up for the most part.
Those two were Andrew Kimmel and Arnold
I'm going to get going. I know we had a short episode tonight.
So
we'll be back full force tomorrow. Tomorrow's our Friday. We should have a big... Or no, tomorrow's Monday.
So we're on the Fox News aerial
We'll see you
view,
tomorrow. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. Sorry for the late start tonight. I had a show. So this is kind of something that we should talk about, and I don't know what the answer is, right? But, like... Wait for it. Boom. Boom. There it is. Wow. Look at how blasted that is. You know what it is? It's because I never turned on that fucking light, did I? I did this all in low light tonight. Kind of funny. Weird. Yeah, all right. I don't know where that's going, but okay. Yeah, if you get a chance, go to the Discord. The Discord is here. We will be hanging out there. Probably keep watching. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll probably have something that's not this. I mean, it's probably get one regular show in this week, I guess. I mean, these riots are kind of consuming right now, but there's not really anything we can do. But yeah, sorry for the late start. Thank you guys for coming out. We will see you tomorrow. End phase.
suffer fools, and he never took no look.